also Nino mentioned, exactly, our program has a title including also law, because actually the program is not only an MBA, it also offers some students who fulfill the criteria also the possibility to complete a Master of Law. Why that? I will explain you exactly in a few seconds. So our program is organized by the company where I work, together with Laura, who is also joining here in the call. And we work for the 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘁𝘓 Institute, and we are an institute for professional training, specifically in the media and film industry. And together with the University of Potsdam and the Film University 𝘱𝘢𝘳𝘵 we developed this special master program of 2 years, covering 120 credit points according to the European framework. And as I said, it offers the possibility to either complete a degree, an MBA degree, a Master of Law, or in some cases, also depending on the student's background, also a double degree. The program is considered as in English is called part-time master, in the sense that is addressed mainly to people with already an professional experience who also are already working. And it is so structured in a way that most of our classes are taking place on Fridays and Saturdays. The regular study consists of 4 semesters, and in these 4 semesters, students have the possibility to follow lectures on legal and economical topics, covering the whole European audiovisual sector. The program is mainly taking place online, so we don't require students to be in Germany. And this was created so that it can give also the possibility to film professional or lawyers or anyone interested in the film industry to work also from to stay in their country if they already have a professional contract and so on. But we have 2 study weeks in Babelsberg, really next to the Babelsberg studios, and we host our sessions, our modules, either at the Film University or at the University of Potsdam. And the program is completely taught in English, so there is no requirement of German language when applying to the program. And also important to say it's that we only have our start in the winter semester, so once a year in October. We don't have application and admission for the spring semester. Therefore, our application period extends from January to July the 31st every year. Exactly. So what are specifically the requirements? Today we talk about the MBA. So for the MBA, it is important that the person applying has already completed a higher education degree with at least 180 credit points or equivalent, so basically a bachelor degree. It is important to have at least 1 year of professional activity that can be proved, so either with a letter of reference, or if you are a freelancer, by showing your portfolio, possibly also your registration to your local trade institute or Handelskammer, how it's called in Germany. And also another important point is that you have at least the level of English of a C1. Those who are native speaker or who have completed their first higher education degree in English, so in a institute that was teaching all the program in English, then don't need to do an extra test for that. Also very important for the MBA students applicants is to go through the UniAssist and to have their documentation, so all the um, certificates of degree of your high school diploma and so on. This has to be uploaded on UniAssist and have to be evaluated by the portal. And in order to issue this Vorprüfungsdokumentation, basically a preliminary review documentation. This is required by the Film University Babelsberg. Because an important point to say is that MBA students will be officially enrolled at the Film University Babelsberg. So you will have, once enrolled, the official status as student. You will also receive a student card from the university. But for the immatriculation period, it is important that you already have this documentation. It's great that my German university is offering also webinars on this topic, so you can also go through them to understand how UniAssist works. We are not working with them directly, so you will find all the information either on their website or on the webinars from my German university. But here it's a bit the few steps explain easy. So you create an account, you select the university, the Film University Babelsberg, and then you will find there the program, so the European Film Business and Law program. So you will have to select that, meaning that you request this preliminary review documentation in order to access this program. You have to follow all the steps also to upload the documentation. And then between 4 and 6 weeks, you will receive this documentation. So since it takes some time, and if you want already to submit, to apply for the program through our website, that's possible. For us, it could be already valid at that point to receive your the receipt that the portal is submitting to you or is issuing to you, so that we know that at least you went through this step. And as soon as you will have the final documentation, you can send that per email to us. Here, a bit about the structure of the program. As I said, the standard study program consists of 4 semesters, and we divide them into let's say the first 2 semesters when we have all the classes, so all the modules, and the 3rd and 4th semester, so the second part on the second year, where the students are going to work a bit in a more autonomous way. So here you will also see that because of the colors, so we have some basic modules, this in white on the left part of my screen. And these are the modules that give all the students, whether they are following the MBA or the Master of Law, the basics for our program. So you will go through the economical and legal aspects of the film industry. You will understand also the theoretical part of how to manage an organization. So, but also go through important elements such as understanding how to formulate good contracts, especially in the film industry. So the idea is to give people who have, in any case, also no knowledge about the industry, really the basic for that. There will be some students who already have, because of their professional background, or maybe already some understanding of one side or the other, but the idea is really to bring everyone on the same common level of knowledge. And then in the second semester, we divide, let's say the group is kind of splitting into the LLM and the MBA part. However, even if you're an MBA student, you will have to take also at least one of the LLM in-depth modules. In this way, you will really have a very unique curriculum, and yeah, so you will have really an understanding of both sides. And at the completion of your degree, but in your case, it will be an MBA title. So as I said, then in the second part of the program, where there is more autonomous work, one part is dedicated to the project module. This is kind of like a hands-on period, like it's a full semester dedicated to an innovative idea, an innovative project that you can develop together with either with a company partner that we present you. So we will introduce you to some companies that are partnering up with our master program, but you also have the possibility to complete this project module together with a company with whom you already are in touch, or you already collaborate with, or you have already a contract. And this is really translating the theory, everything that has been learned in the classes, to the practical side of the industry. And then the last part is the master thesis, for which you will have 6 months time to write. You will need to have two supervisor, one from the two university, and one it could be also an external expert. Here, this is an example of last year of the schedule, but more or less every year is the division throughout the year of our modules is quite similar. As you can see, since the program is happening online, we split each module, which consists of 4 full days of lectures, always into blocks. So, for instance, here on module 1, you will see that you have lessons on Fridays and Saturdays, and again on another Friday and Saturday. This, as I said at the beginning, it's really to allow students who are working, film professional, lawyers, and so on, to really continue doing their activities on the side. And then here, where you see the 4 days one after the other, here in November and here in September, it's when we have the on-site presence week in Babelsberg. So the red ones are all the basic modules. So let's say most of them are in the first semester, with the exception of module 6, which is in September. We have planned it so that students are meeting at least kind of once a year. So once at the beginning of the first semester and once at the end of the second semester. And then throughout the spring, almost touching summertime, we have all the in-depth modules that are marked with different colors. So the light blues are the MBA modules, and the dark blue are the LLM modules. So, and as you can see, there is never overlapping of classes. So we'll never organize MBA and LLM in that module at the same time, because we want to give our students the possibility, if they want to actually attend all the modules for their own interest, and to collect even more in case credit points or knowledge in any case. Normally, since we are very specific type of MBA focusing on the film industry, throughout the Berlinale and Cannes Film Festival, we don't organize classes, because some of our experts or the students themselves, if they are already working in the industry, are often attending this festival, which are the major one. There are obviously many, many other festivals throughout the year, but we cannot obviously like keep all of them in mind. And obviously in July, August, you will have also summer break. So there is a bit more break through the July and August. Also very important to say that I didn't mention at the beginning is that each module has an examination at the end of it. And the examination could be in a form of a presentation, a term paper, or an examination. For instance, usually we organize one day before starting the second module in November. We dedicate one day, so one afternoon, for the written exam of the previous module. So that's also an occasion of doing this kind of exam. And yeah, now here to the cost and financing. The program has a tuition fee of 21,000 euro that covers the full 2 years. So from immatriculation to the day of your dissertation, and on top of that, there is a semester fee, a student semester fee that has to be paid directly to the University of enrollment. So our MBA students have to pay this semester fee to the Film University Babelsberg, whereas the LLM students will pay this to the University of Potsdam. In case you have an interest of doing the second degree, if you decide to do it already, if you already have in mind to do a double degree by the moment of your first application in the program, you will receive a 50% discount on the second tuition fee. And to do a double degree, this is also very important. It's not happening everything at the same time in the 2 years. But first you will complete one degree. So let's say you start with the MBA, you first complete everything that has to be done for the MBA, and then you will enroll to the other university and you will start the second degree. Obviously, all the exams that are already completed throughout the MBA will be automatically recognized also for the LLM, and you will just need to complete those 2 exams that normally are left out from one program, and then writing the thesis. So those are the important things to do to complete the second degree. In terms of funding option, AP is offering every year 1 to 2 partial scholarship covering 50% of the cost. And that you will have to request it directly, filling out the application form that you will find on our website. And specifically for your scholarship request, we will ask you a motivation letter, why you want this scholarship, what is important for you, and why you will benefit from it, and helping you to start these studies with us. If you by chance have already studied at one of the 2 universities, you will get a 10% discount. And then we recommend you to look into national and local funding bodies such as Film Institute, because often they have specific section of their grant and support to people working in the film industry or accessing or entering the film industry. So that's very specific of each funding body. Yeah, so here it's a bit of wrap up of why studying with us. I mentioned a bit already some of these points. So this program is very unique because it's one of the few combining really legal and economical management elements in one unique program. It is very hands-on program, combining obviously also the academic approach and theory together with the expertise of very experienced professionals of the film industry. So we have many producer, film and media lawyers. You can see the list of all our current speakers and professor on our website as well. And this is as I said, it's a program, let's say we call it part-time program because as this formula of the weekends, and it's all mainly online. So it really allows our student to combine their work, their career, and their family duties together with the studies. And yeah, if you have in the future also further, like I know that probably there are some questions in the chat, but if in the future you have any other question, you can always contact me or Laura. We are happy also to have one-to-one call with you. So yeah, that's it.